All right, so I want to get started today, and I want to see who has brought in the most pledges. I have a really cool prize for the person who's brought in the most pledges. Does anybody have a pledge sheet?
I have them all.
You have them all. You have tallied them up.
It is Marie and Tom Driggs.
Fantastic. Amy, will you grab that and hand it over? I want to tell you guys about this.
Right in front of the camera.
Right in front of you. So, self-care is so important for parents like us. And on a date with my husband for our self-care, he took me to a country music concert. And we saw Brad Paisley, Eric Pasley, and the Cam. And Cam sings that brand new breakout song. It's called Burning House. And I just love it. And when she was on set, she says, "You guys, I'm going to do a free meet and greet at the end of the show. Just come out to the end of this hallway, and that's where I'm going to be." That's right where we were sitting. So as soon as the concert was over, I went out there, and I was like 25 people behind, and soon there was like another 300 people behind me. It took just 10 or 15 minutes, and I got to actually talk to her, and I hugged her. I was a blubbering mess. And I was like, the A-team this, the A-team that, they were fantastic and we're on a mission. And she looked at me and she says, "This is for you." And she signed my ticket. And that ticket is not for me. That ticket is for the A-team. So I'm really glad that went to you. That is her signature on my ticket. And I'm really glad that you got it. All right. Okay. So welcome to our second annual Walk for Awareness. I'm Chalice Savage. I'm a board member of the 18 Justice League. And I'm so pleased that you guys could all join us today and brave this weather. It's cold and windy, but we're here. I'm going to talk for just a minute. Let me start by highlighting the couple points that I'm going to make. Who is the 18 Justice League? Why did we get started? When did we get started? What does the A-team offer? Where are we headed? And why are we walking for awareness? So, our mission statement says the A-team Justice League is a grassroots organization of advocates with the alter-able. We are a team of parents and caregivers who use tools, technology, education, camaraderie to increase the safety and well-being of families experiencing autism and other disabilities. We have a volunteer-driven board who meets monthly, but we talk daily. We plan and organize all the fundraisers. We talk about our growth as a group. We put forth our vision and we create steps on how to get there. The 18 Justice League officers are Jenny LeCompte and Amy Rayfield, who are our co-presidents. Amy's right over here. We have Nancy Berge, who's our vice president. We have Liz Killam, who's our secretary. And Jessica Kegel-Faber and I make up the other two voting board members. We also have Ayana, who's fantastic. She's a board member on LOA, but she's still an A-team member, and she still supports the board, even though she's on LOA. I want to give her a shout out because it's huge. So each of us started off as an A-team member. We're moms who needed to network. We've traveled our paths and we felt like we have this call to advocate. The members of the A-team Justice League, we're all parents and primary caregivers of a child with a developmental disability. We each have different struggles. We have different diagnoses for our kids, and we have different ways of helping them. There are 406 members on our private and confidential forum. Our support has started to cross county lines and state borders. It goes beyond political parties and religious beliefs. Our vision is to be parents helping parents navigate the world of disability. So when did the A-Team get started? We started 6 years ago in 2010 as a group of moms who were sitting around a coffee table. Our founders felt like there needed to be a better way to connect, to support, and to network. We grew in numbers, and soon we became an official organization, and then in 2014, we became a registered nonprofit in the state of Oregon. So what do we offer? That's easy. Support. But how do we do this? We have monthly parent support groups during the school year. We have a private, confidential online forum. We offer networking to share resources. We have a free lending library. And of course, you will be able to read about this walk right here in our newsletter, so make sure that you give us our email so that we can send you the newsletter. But what do we offer? Oh, I've already said that. We offer everything I just said. So where are we headed? What is our current vision? This time last year, we kicked off a $109,000 fundraising campaign to build a sensory gym here in Lane County. This gym will help provide a safe and regulated atmosphere for kids to learn how to process what their senses are telling them. When kids can practice processing input through their different senses, then there's a beautiful side effect of being able to function. There's equipment and tools available to most everyone, but it's expensive, or it's so big you have nowhere to put it. By building a sensory gym in Lane County, we can provide a safe atmosphere for both kids and their parents alike. We had a net income last year of $8,200. Yeah, right? This is incredible, because the year before that, we had something like $2,200. So this is a huge difference. But at this rate, it's gonna take 10 years until we can open our gym. You know, I honestly don't think that's gonna happen, but we need you. We need you today. We need you to put us out there. We need your voice to be our word of mouth. We need you to help advocate for this gym. We will not stop. So if it takes 10 years, then by golly, we're going to do it. But I don't think that's the case. And I know that my family's need for this gym is now. So I'm going to ask every single person I know for 50 bucks. That's it, 50 bucks. Tax free, by the way. We have 406 members. Often, we cannot be the ones to make this contribution. We have co-pays. We have things that aren't covered on insurance. It costs an arm and a leg to properly raise our children. We cannot be the ones, we could try, but it's going to take a really long time. We cannot be the ones to give this $50. So we can ask our friends. We can ask our family members. We can ask our relatives, our neighbors, whoever. Do you ever have somebody at Christmas time say, well, what can I get you? And really, there's really nothing that they can get that would suffice? Have them donate to the A-Team Justice League. It's tax deductible. It's amazing. So this is a trick, you guys. If all 406 members went to 5 people and said, hey, can I have 50 bucks for the gym? But only 3 of them agreed. Ask 5 people, you get 3 people. Automatically, that brings our income to over $60,000. That's huge. That's almost half, a little over half of what we need. It's amazing. This is doable. You guys, this is so doable. So I challenge you to advocate with me and ask 5 people for just 50 bucks. That's it. That's all we need to do. So why are we walking for awareness? What do we want Lane County to know? Did you guys know that it's Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month? Most people don't. We are walking today to bring awareness that there is a need for acceptance in Lane County. We need people who can see that a little bit of support will change the world. There is a wonderful generation of children among us who are worthy. They are worthy of proper education. They are worthy of appropriate therapies. They are worthy of seeing the appropriate doctors. For some reason, our society has allowed a substandard treatment of the developmental disabilities community. And we are bringing awareness to that. So please join me today in welcoming Christina Howard. She's a member of the 18th Justice League, which means that she's a parent. She is tired of the simple lack of communication regarding resources which are currently offered. We have these resources. We currently have these resources, and there's no communication regarding resources that are currently offered. Do I need to say that again? Does that make sense? I mean, I don't get that. Sorry, bring it. She's tired of the simple lack of communication regarding resources which are currently offered, which would greatly benefit her child, my child, our children. Recently, she's advocated to the 4J school district, and she spoke about this lack of transparency, and she's gained a lot of momentum and support. So we are pleased to have her share her journey with us today. Please welcome Christina.
First of all, thank you for inviting me. I was really flattered to be invited. And I think what I want to share with you is that I came to know this group through parents who have children with autism. And I was stuck, and I felt alone and sad and without a lot of support and without a lot of advocacy. And someone suggested that I sign up on this Facebook group. I think I'd just like to give a shout out for the importance of having an organizational space to have confidential conversations, to let yourself be vulnerable, because there's so many times where we have to be a source of strength for our children and for our families. But I think what the 18 does for me is allows me a space to be vulnerable, to not always have all the answers, and to reach out to a community that can support me when I'm not feeling like I've got it all together. So I just want to say that that's what that group has done for me. And then in turn, because I got support, it was a mechanism for me to provide support to others in some form. So when I found out some information, or I had some resources, or I heard about a community event, or perhaps some expertise, that I could share that with the group. So to be able to give something back to something that gave me a safe place to be vulnerable was really important. I think for me, the next step is to really be a little bit less about visibility and access and more about equity. And I've been thinking a lot about the sensory gym and what these ladies are trying to do. And they really are looking for equity, because there's so many play spaces and there's so many community gathering places that allow for children to freely come and go. And our children sometimes don't have equity because those spaces don't work for them. They just don't work for them. And so in order to allow them to have equity to play and to experience play and movement, they need something different. And I think that's what the sensory gym offers. It offers equity for our kids to enjoy each other, to enjoy a space, to move their bodies in any way they choose, and to have it be something that is a fun space for them to access. And our choices are limited. So I really support that. My background is I'm a physical therapist, and the vision of physical therapy is transforming lives, transforming the human experience through movement. So I have a personal commitment to this project. and I think I could get a lot of physical therapists in our community behind it in terms of dollars. So I'll do my best to support that way. The letter that I took to the 4J school board is going to be in the Register Guard tomorrow in the op-ed section. And there will be some community forums about education, and it really needs to be more about equity and less about access. Our children have access, but they don't have equity. And we have mechanisms to make that very clear. There's going to be public meetings, and I really encourage people to bring these signs and to speak at those meetings and to talk about what equity means. And equity doesn't mean sameness. Equity means recognizing your differences, that this group is a tribe that has cultural norms that need to be respected and honored, and we need to have an equal place. That doesn't mean the same, but it means equity. So I'm excited to join the walk, and I look forward to all these faces. Quite honestly, I have never met any of you in person, and I think that to build this kind of community by those virtual spaces is a really impressive outcome. So I want to say thank you to the board for making that happen for me. You have a question. I want to answer your question.
I got something to say.
Let's hear it. Okay, well let's see. Let's see. Okay, but come here. Why don't you tell everybody your name? Right?
I am Alexander, and I go to a school that has autism kids, and most of them don't speak.
But you do. Fabulously. That was very well done. Thank you for sharing.
And also go to that school if you have autism.
Thank you for sharing. That was wonderful. Well done.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're ready to rock. There's just a couple logistics that I want to point out first. We are gonna, if you can, you want to go up the spiral staircase, or there's an easier staircase, or not staircase, it's a ramp up here. We're all gonna meet straight above me, and we're gonna walk together. We're gonna walk all the way across the water. We're gonna do a hairpin curve, and we're gonna come back along the road, and we're gonna stop at the road, and we're going to bring awareness, and we're gonna let people honk, and we're gonna make some noise, and it's gonna be fun. So you guys, let's rally up and let's walk. Thank you for coming.